Uh, well, of course, this happens again. You can't really tell, but okay, there we go. So much for trying to be funny with this. Well, not funny, but kind of endearing. Because before I begin anything, I want to say one thing. I would say throughout the vast majority of the 2020s, for sure, I've been trying, and I do mean trying, to be good about, celebrating Pride Month. And it would always seem like after, 5 days, maybe a week at most, I just I like lose the drive or, not really bring much attention to it. And ultimately, I thought it was because I didn't really have anything to show off that, I'm an ally, which I am an ally. So, that's why, I got this towel. And when I went to my first Pride Festival, I got this little pin right here. There's a little Pride heart on it. The point I'm trying to make is, of all the years I've tried celebrating Pride Month, this is easily my best year, by far and away. I'll explain this in the short I'm making later, but yes, today's the last day of June, which means after today, Pride Month is over. But just because Pride Month is over, that doesn't mean you should stop. Again, I'll explain that in my short later. So before I do anything, good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. It's the last day of June. I talk about June 2026, a month in retrospective. That's the title of the video. But I also have a Hot Ones guest to react to see who it is. So as I'm looking that up, I'll get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. I would say that my low was I didn't quite get as much family time as I would have liked yesterday. But you know what? Seeing your family at all, that's easily better than not seeing. Then it is better than nothing. So I'll take that any day of the week. What's my high? My high was that it was a beautiful day yesterday, for sure. And let's see, what's my act of kindness? Do I even have an act? Oh, I did take care of it. Actually, you know what? I was visiting my folks yesterday, and my mom had to leave for something, and after she left, a little while later, there was really a van, but an Amazon delivery came, and I brought the things into their house. So I made sure the packages got inside their house safely. So I did that. Okay, so let's see. This will be the 22nd First We Feast Hot Ones Yes of 2026. And it is wait. Have they do they not have who it is? Okay. This is fascinating. they don't have there's no one's here. Like, they don't have a guest to talk about. Hold on, let me refresh. Maybe they were just running a little bit late on that. No, it's. Hold on, maybe if I look on First Week Feast's YouTube page. Sometimes they'll post stuff like that just because. Um. Really? Are they actually going to wait until... Okay, I guess... I guess they're not showing who the guest is today. But you know what? That's fine. That means I can focus on, that means I can just talk about this month in retrospective, which is great, because holy cow, I need to do some math in my head. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, darn, I just did it wrong again, didn't I? Because since August of 2023, I've sort of been keeping a bit of a streak of, like, days have been, like, the best X number of months of my life. And unless I did something wrong, this should be month 35. In fact, you know, it is month 35. For some reason, I thought I called it wrong. But yeah. These last nearly 3 years have been the best 3 years of my life. Oh, it'll be 3 years at the end of July, which I will get into. So, there we go. Of course, I mean, listen, as I said earlier, this is easily the best I've done with celebrating Pride Month. Already that would make this a great month, for sure. Like, I mean, here's the thing. I could end the video there, but come on, that wouldn't be interesting. Obviously, I need to elaborate on some of this. Which does seem a little redundant because I literally just did the State of My Being address a couple days ago. Let's see. We gotta go back away at the end of June. Or the beginning of June or something like that. Darn it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so trying to see where my list is in terms of when I did stuff. So, what did I do in the month of June specifically? I went to the Market Street Farmers Market in Corning. I did that as well. I tried several different flavors of Ritas. I'll talk about that as I keep going. But the blackberry flavored Italian ice I had. Let's see, what else did I do in the month of June? I went to Illuminate in downtown Corning. That was fun. I also had donuts on National Donut Day. Shout out to Country Crawlers. Seriously, like, I know I've been kind of saying this a lot lately, but if you've never been to Country Crawlers, please go. Actually, I would say go today, but they're actually closed on Tuesdays. Yeah, their hours are kind of weird. Like, they're closed on Monday and Tuesday. Like, full stop, they're closed Monday and Tuesday. And they open till, well, I should say that from, they open at 5 in the morning on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, they're open very early in the morning, they close at 2 in the afternoon. But yeah, Country Crawlers, you guys are awesome. Best donuts I think I've ever had in my life. Full stop. I might actually get some later. And by later, I mean probably tomorrow. Let's see. Did I miss something? I went to the Roundabout barbecue competition that took place in Elmira. I also got to see Friends with Benny's as, let's see, at Illegal Tap House. I saw Tremaine Hare at Patrick's. I went to a Live After 5. And at that Live After 5, I saw Bad Bear and Fright. They were awesome bands. I went to, as I said earlier, went to my first Pride Festival, which is where I got this Pride pin. And listen, I'm going to keep saying this until my dying day, but the Pride community consists of some of the warmest, friendliest, nicest people ever. Everybody should be able to, be who they want to be and love whoever they want to have affection for. Full stop. I've always said I'm an ally, and that's not stopping there. So, no matter what time of year it is, this is always a safe space. By all means, listen, even, we live in much better times, to be sure, but there's a lot of people out there who struggle with their sexual orientation and identity. And, again, while things are a lot better, and we have come a long way, we still have so very far to go. So, if you know someone who's struggling with stuff like this, please talk to them and help them, because they should never feel like they're alone in any of this. For sure. And if anyone ever tells you otherwise for any of that stuff, they are wrong. Okay. See, so in the first Pride Festival in Corning. Shout out to the city of Corning for putting that on. I did the what's called the True Love Cruise on Seneca Lake. I tried Blue Hawaii Italian Ice, which is awesome. Seriously, Blue Hawaii Italian Ice is like pineapple, lime, and coconut in the best possible way. Rita's quite literally put the lime and the coconut and mixed it all up with pineapple. Okay, let's see. I saw Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 was a great movie. I went to a Rex Brewing Company the other day to see their the best Bloody Mary in the 607 be made, which is awesome. I tried mermaid flavored Italian ice. I went to the Wiesner Market in Corning, and for the third time this year, I got to see Peyton Clark. Because she was playing at the Wiesner Market. See, if you don't know, Peyton Clark is a really talented artist in this area. She's really good. Highly recommend you check her out if you haven't already. What else did I do? I guess I have two of the same picture there. Oh, right. I forgot to say. Witnessed the New York Knicks winning. That was sick. Oh man, the New York Knicks winning, that was awesome. I got invited to go to a graduation party. I got to see Jackass, The Best and the Last. I got to see a Lady Rebels game. And on Sunday, I went to Beats and Brunch at Illegal Tap House. One of the best brunches I've ever been to in my life. Yeah, man. June was a pretty great month. I mean, I'm very happy to say that this has been the best 35 months of my life. I mean, I don't want to sound pretentious and say, because some people would hear what I just said, celebrating the best 35 months of my life. And, I'm sure someone out there would be like, oh, he's living his best life. And I don't want to sound pretentious about that, because that's just not who I am. I'm very blessed and privileged to say that these last 35 months, pushing on, it'll be 3 years at the end of July if I keep the streak up. That's great. It is. I mean, is it perfect? Oh, good Lord, no. I would never say this has been perfect. Listen, even for as great as these last 35 months have been, there have been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, granted, some of that is based off of, some trivial nonsense, arguments and such, or some things are just inconvenient and that are beyond my control, and that happens. It sucks when that happens, but it happens. And I like to believe that I've been trying my very best to not let any of that stuff get to me. And for the most part, I would say it's worked. I mean, there are some things I kind of wish that were going. I mean, listen, I wish I had a girlfriend, of course. I do kind of wish I was a little bit more video savvy in terms of how to make these videos a bit better. But, you gotta take things one day at a time. And, considering that I've kept this up for 35 months, with this previous month being the best iteration of Pride Month I've ever celebrated, I can't complain. This has been awesome. And not to mention, okay, well, here's the thing. For all intents and purposes, there is a lot of stuff to look forward to in July. My biggest concern is a lot of that's going to be 4th of July weekend, which is literally days away from now. And I guess I am a little bit concerned that, because this is just from my experience, but after 4th of July, I swear, things kind of die down, not just for the month of July, but for summer entirely. And so when that happens, I'm really kind of hoping I don't blow the load all in July, in July 4th weekend. I mean, listen, knowing what I know now, and knowing that it's well within my ability to make sure stuff things don't get boring or mundane, I'm going to continue to make July good. I should, right? But you know what? Again, gotta take things one day at a time. But yeah, June 2026, this is a pretty great month. for sure. I hope you like this video. If you didn't like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. As always, I'm very amazing video for all you guys who watch. Enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And I hope everyone had a happy Pride Month. And remember, if you guys want to talk to us, we're here to lend you back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.